I never did anything with my dad. He never really spent time with me. He kept saying that he was speedrunning Mario 64. I spent my days alone, but one day, I made some bump stickers. Maybe they could keep me company, I thought. I would always give them proper adhesive when needed. When my dad actually is with me, he is always a great entertainer. He teaches me how to look closely and find Nathaniel fucking Bandy every fucking time. But one day, he was acting very strange. He slammed my door open and then came towards my bed. He was holding a Nintendo 64 cartridge. I got a better look at it, and I saw that it was his Super Mario 64 game. He suddenly dropped it into my hands and said, "I hope that you're ready for gay baby jail," and then quickly BLJ'd through my window. I was confused at first, but I didn't really like Mario 64, so I just put it away for a while. A week had passed, and my dad still hadn't returned. My bups missed him, and I couldn't keep applying adhesive on my own. Still, I continued to take care of my bups. 1 week later my dad still didn't return. I was worried for him. I wasn't able to give my bups proper adhesive in time, and one of them had fallen. I needed my dad's help to save them, but he was not coming back anytime soon. I realized he had BLJ'd out of my life, just like he did all of his other children. I started to cry. But then, when I thought I would never see my dad again, I found a YouTuber named simpleflips that looked and sounded exactly like my dad. Could this be him? I decided to check out his Twitch, and it was definitely him. I was so happy. But then my dad was done streaming for the night, and I cried as I fell asleep. But, in the middle of the night, something strange happened. I must have been sleepwalking because the next thing I know I'm awake with a Nintendo 64 controller in my hand and my TV on. Mario 64 was playing, but it wasn't normal. The demo at the start screen showed Kirby instead of Mario. It was probably just a ROM hack, but I was wrong. All the music was replaced with a man singing about oatmeal, which was really weird. I just turned it off because of how bad the music was, and tried to fall asleep. But then I had a horrible nightmare about the same song, and quickly woke up. Each day the nightmares got worse. But one of those days, I saw something weird in the corner of my room. It was a bowl of oatmeal. I quickly got scared and ran away, but my door was locked. Oatmeal started dripping from the ceiling and I saw something pink outside in my backyard. And then the song started playing again, this time coming from the TV, which turned itself on. The screen had a picture of Kirby against a white background. The next second Kirby was bleeding and holding oatmeal. He then threw it outside of the TV onto my bed, and then my whole bed suddenly became covered in a layer of oatmeal. I had completely forgotten about the oatmeal dropping from the ceiling, and screamed as oatmeal started covering my feet. The oatmeal was like glue, and I couldn't move. The TV suddenly said, "What a triumph is that," and then another Kirby came through my window. I tried to run, but the oatmeal kept me from doing so. Kirby kept getting closer and closer. I still couldn't move, and now the oatmeal had reached the top of my pants. I remembered what my dad had said about gay baby jail. I wasn't ready for it, because now I was stuck in it. Kirby had finally reached me, and I knew it was the end. Kirby then threw the oatmeal at my face, and I couldn't get it off. It started burning my skin. It was too hot, but was stuck to my face. I thought it was the end, but I heard someone fighting Kirby. I couldn't see who it was. I then suddenly appeared in my bed, able to see again, and the oatmeal was gone. I was holding the controller though, and had my hand on the power button. I took the Super Mario 64 cartridge and shoved it in some water. Then I pulled it apart and threw it in the garbage outside, and have never played SM64 since.